Hey y'all, I'm Elena with Three Little Pitties Rescue. First of all, thank you so much for fostering with us. We love you already, and you are the way that we are able to save 3,000 to 4,000 lives a year by opening your home temporarily to these guys in need. So I just want to tell you a little bit about why you're needed. We get emails every day from shelters across Houston, owner surrenders, Good Samaritans picking up dogs off the street, just like Lucky here. So emails every day pouring in for dogs that need help, and the lists are long. All of the shelters are full. They're begging us for help. They don't want to euthanize good dogs. So we save as many as we can with people like you stepping up to foster. So thank you for being a part of that. It truly is life-saving. It would be awesome if you could share your foster experience on your personal social media pages. So post a picture of your family with your foster dog and just write about how you're making a difference in your community by helping out temporarily with a dog in need, because you never know who might see that and want to be a part of it. So the way that Three Little Pitties Rescue saves dogs and cats is by bringing them in when they need us, fully vetting them, putting them in foster homes and letting them go through all of the medical care needed, and then we post them online for adoption in northern states, and families see them and fall in love from long distance. Maybe they'll do a FaceTime and see their dog with you, showing them their new dog. So we send the dog or cat on the truck up to the Pacific Northwest, where they greet their families straight off the truck. The families actually line up to get their dog or cat off the truck. It's really cool. It's a great experience for them, and it's how we save them. That's kind of like the full picture of how they go up there.
Hey guys, this is Tony. We just got him from Friendswood Animal Control. He has not had a chance to meet my dogs. So the first thing we do is I put him in my home. I put him in a crate. I let him decompress. I let him watch what's going on around our house, so we can get used to the other animals and smells. If this was too much for him, I would drape it with a blanket or put it behind this office door to give him his own space. But I would never just throw him in my home to be a pet with my animal. When I bring him home, he'll go straight into his kennel. I'm going to give him his food. He's ready to go outside. I know. I'm gonna give him his food and water in his kennel. He's not going to eat with my pets, and there's not going to be any time that I have food out that he can ever get to. So we'll do this for the whole time he's here. He will always eat in his crate. And then after about 3 days of decompression, that's when I will let him be introduced to my dogs. So I'm going to put him on a slip leash to walk through my house with my other dogs put up so he can use the restroom. After 3 days of this, where he's used to my dogs and they're used to him, and he kind of knows the routines and expectations of my house, that's when we will introduce him to another dog. When he is ready to go outside after his 3 days of decompressing, he is going to get to meet one of the dogs one-on-one in our backyard. You can go ahead and video this.
Yeah, I am.
So he can let him smell around, let him see. He's going to meet Sable. He's going to be on leash. That's for his boundaries and hers. He's not very interested in her right now, which is a good thing. If he was hyper-focused, or if he was jumping on her, or his hackles raised, I would redirect him with the leash, make him ignore her. Same thing, if she did that to him, I would redirect her and give her praise when her hackles are down. So while he's in the backyard, I'm going to keep him on leash. He's going to be under my control. Everything I do with him is setting him up for success. I'm teaching him how to behave in my backyard, what the boundaries are. Same thing that I'll do in the house, and I'll show you all that in a little bit. I still have control of him just in case there was an incident with behavior. I know I've already checked the perimeter of the fence. I don't have any obvious holes or anything like that. I don't know if this guy's a climber or a digger. So like, my husband has some wood over here, but some dogs can climb a straight fence and get out of the yard. I'm never gonna leave him alone in the backyard. I'm always gonna have eyes on him, whether there's dogs out here or not. I've also made sure that I don't have any plants in my yard or pest control, pesticides that have been put out that would be harmful to an animal. We just want to make sure that the dog is safe and there's no wires or anything that they could chew on and get hurt with. Anytime he uses the restroom in the yard and poops, I'm going to pick it up after him. I have one of those little poop picker-uppers just because he's going through the deworming process. My dogs have been wormed and are clear. I'm going to pick his up so that there's no cross-contaminant. Anytime when I'm ready to bring Tony in my house and not be in the kennel, this is after your 3 days of decompression, after he's met my dogs, he's been introduced to everybody properly, I'm gonna bring him in on a leash, and this would be with boys or with girls. Boys especially because they like to mark. This way he is always on me. I can set him up for success. I have my kids. We have a baby in the house. We have, things that we treasure in our home and we don't want them to get ruined. And so he doesn't know. So I'm setting him up for success in the house. He doesn't know how to be a pet. I'm not sure of his history, what's gone on, where he's been. He might not ever have been in a home. Chip bags might scare him. Popcorn sounds might scare him. The kids moving the chairs or doing cartwheels. So he's going to stay on me until I am assured he is not going to mark, he's not going to be destructive, and he is safe and we are safe. So if I have to take a shower or there's a phone call I have to take, he's going to go back in that kennel. If I have to run to the grocery store, if I go to work, he is back in that kennel. This dog is never left unsupervised, whether it's in the backyard or inside, even if there aren't other dogs around. He is always safe in the kennel, or he is being supervised by an adult. So, one of our fosters had some kennel anxiety, and something that we did, because she would whine and cry and try to dig out, is we would put her in here, we would get a blanket similar to something like this, a throw blanket, one or two, or a sheet. We'll drape it completely over the kennel and turn the lights off. No, do not say anything to her. There is no talking, shushing, telling her to be quiet. All of that reinforces the behavior. You could turn on a TV, you could turn on a white noise machine or a radio, and that sometimes will help them. I have never had a dog cry all night though.
So as a foster, all we need you to do is host the dog in a clean, safe environment. Be sure to check your backyard and check around for any valuables that you need to put away. We do need you to bathe the dog. Whenever you get it home, we're gonna send you home with a little bottle of a special shampoo. You'll leave it on for 10 minutes and then rinse it off. You can feed it with our food, or you can check with us if you're wanting to use a food that you have at home. Try not to overfeed. A fat dog is harder to get adopted, so try not to overfeed. And then you'll be completing all of the medical while you have the dog in your home. So our clinic will arrange all of that with you directly. We do have a clinic phone number, and that is for daytime hours only, Monday through Friday. So that's 9 to 5. Anything outside of those hours, please send an email because it goes straight to people's personal cell phones. So unless it's an absolute emergency, please only use that medical line during the daytime weekdays. Our clinic email is clinic@threelittlepittiesrescue.org, and we'll have that on a paper for you in your foster bag. When you get your foster dog fixed, you'll need to withhold food and water starting the night before by about 10 p.m. So their stomach needs to be empty for surgery the next morning. Our vet partners get a little frustrated when we're late, so try to be on time, or if you think that your work conflicts with the appointment, we're happy to have you drop the animal off at our office the night before and we can take it to the appointment for you. Over at the rescue, we are spread thin all the time, so we need you to remind us whenever your dog gets fixed, we really need that dog to wear a cone head. It's also called an e-collar, and we can loan that to you. We love to get them back, and then we need to give you the pain meds for that dog to take for a couple days after the surgery. If you don't get that from us, please remind us. We need more people to be thinking about it because there's so much to remember. So you need the e-collar and the pain meds after the surgery.
Let's do it with her. So the best thing that you can do for your dog is take it outside in a pretty place, take some great pictures of them, focus on their face, make sure the lighting is good, write a little bio about your dog for the adoption coordinator to post. You know your dog best and their personality. Video walking on the leash, video sitting while you're training it. We will give you a foster bag, and in the foster bag we have treats for you. You can use those to help train them. They love to see dogs who are well-mannered and who have learned something and have integrated well into a family. Since our dogs have to travel for 2.5 days on our Rescue Express truck, they have to be comfortable in a kennel. So please use that time. If you're a stay-at-home mom or you work, from home, make sure that they are crated at some time during the day so that they do get used to the crate. Has an eligible travel date. What that means is that's the first date that dog can travel. Sometimes they have health issues that delay that. Sometimes they don't get adopted. So with your help and your pictures and your bio, it definitely helps and speeds up that process. On the day of transport, your coordinator should say, hey, your dog has been adopted. Hopefully you've had a hand in that. You've talked with them. You've helped the adoption coordinator pick out their forever home. You are going to bring your animal with all paperwork, anything that they need, kennel, anything you've gotten from us. You are going to go down Laurel Drive. You are going to see a long line of cars. You may go to the end of that, stay in your vehicle, and we will take care of everything while you're there. Your dog has a rash. You can text or call the medical line. If it's an emergency, you may call after hours or on the weekends if there was something significant happening. If you have pictures, if you have bios, or you just, hey, I need more puppy pads, you can contact your adoption coordinator. Some of our adoption coordinators live in Washington. So if you need puppy pads, food, any just supplies because you've run low or you run out, if you will text the medical line during the day, let them know what day and time you'll be there to pick it up, they will get it ready for you and put it out on the table. So y'all, we know not all of these animals are perfect, just like people. If you have any questions, any hiccups, you're not sure of some behaviors, please reach out to your adoption coordinator, or you can always email me. It's Jessica K at 3littlepittiesrescue.org. I will give you a call back. You are not going through anything we haven't gone through. So we've kind of already troubleshooted everything and can help you work through any situations that occur.
So we just want to encourage you guys to be patient with your foster dog. We don't know everything about their history, but they need you guys, and they need your devotion and your unconditional love, and they need your structure most importantly. So take it slow with those introductions to your family, your kids, your other animals. Take it super slow. Wait several days in the crate, because the best thing you can do is give them more time to decompress from whatever situation they're coming out of. Thank you so much for partnering with us as a foster, and welcome to the team.